Thank you for tuning in to another great video by Destiny. Over the years, Margaret Lomas has answered hundreds of viewer questions about many aspects of property investing. Here's one of them.
Hi Margaret, we own a 5-acre property near Darwin with a 4-bedroom house under renovation. My hubby is a 65-year-old self-employed tradesman, and as we're not overly endowed with super, he had the idea that if he built a small residence, a granny flat, on the same block with separate power, water, etc., we could base ourselves there and rent out the main dwelling for income. We would also caretake the block, mow the lawns, remove the palm fronds, etc. Can you please advise if our idea is even feasible tax-wise before we look into it further? This is an interesting question and one which isn't often asked, and so I referred to Julia Hartman, a great tax expert on these more obscure scenarios. Now, she said that there are many things to consider, the main one being the capital gains tax exemption for your principal place of residence. Once the granny flat's built, if you move into it immediately, then from a tax point of view, this would be treated as two separate properties. Once you rent out the former family home, the cost base of that property is considered to be the market value at the time. The granny flat and the land underneath it would also be given a market value. Now at this point, you'd have to choose which one you wanted covered by the main residence capital gains tax exemption, and ahead of time it can be really hard to work out which of the two is likely to have the greatest amount of growth. Here's the issue. If you choose the former family home to have the exemption, then the granny flat and its land will have capital gains tax from its determined market value. If you choose the granny flat, then the family home will attract the CGT from the market value established upon you moving out. If you don't want the property to be treated like two separate assets, then you need to live in both the granny flat and the house, combined as your home, for the first 3 months at least. This way, the two houses are seen as one dwelling, and for capital gains tax purposes, the treatment would be just the same as if you were renting out rooms or part of your home. This, of course, exposes the whole property to capital gains tax from the market value of the whole property at the time the granny flat's built, but only for the portion of the home which was rented out, and so it's done on a pro rata basis. Now, as you can see, it's really complex. It's going to be really hard to actually work out which pathway is the best one to take, since you can't really estimate future values. Make sure that you have an accountant who can help you work out some ballpark figures, and don't make any decisions at all until you have a clear understanding of what could potentially be happening in the future.
We hope you've learned something from watching this video. If you'd like to ramp up your own property investing, give us a call at Destiny now. You can join in on our fabulous essential property education courses held all over Australia and learn everything there is to know about property investing. Call now on 1300 693 378 or visit our website destiny.com.au. To watch more great video, go to destinylive.com.au.